Hello and welcome to a video that will predominantly feature this part of the wall. Or maybe others. There's I don't know what goes on in these things. Anyway, welcome to Room Tour 2022 edition. That series that usually starts with me pointing the phone at a light because that's completely normal things to do, apparently. But yes, today is Room Tour 2022. The last one was July 15th of last year. I didn't do one earlier because I thought, you know what, this is more opportunistic, this makes more sense. Now I'm using fancy people words because I'm an idiot. Oh well. Anyway, this room tour is more fun than last year's because last year's I would only just moved into this room. Now it's a bit more fun because I've been in it let's see, I came in this room at March of, 2021. And we're filming this on July 30th. Of this year, so it's kind of more fun in that way. I've been here for 1 year and 3 months, something like that. So anyway, let's get into this by starting at the door because apparently that's how this is done. You may notice we have a light switch. It does many things. It functions in the both off and on mode. We also have one of these things. They are called doors. They function in many modes, I don't know which ones. Coming along here we have this really weird kind of patterned wallpaper stuff. I don't know, wallpaper I guess. It goes up to the ceiling, standard wallpaper stuff. And if you come down here, we have one of the many plug sockets. This one should not be on, this one should be off. I don't know, that feels like that's what she said joke. Moving on. Coming around here, we have stickers on the door because of course what 19-year-old does not. We have a wall. It does wall stuff. That's exactly what it says on the tin. So you come around here, you get the main part of my room. Bed, shelving, TV, my PC, some more shelving, probably a roof, and some many doors. Despite the fact that we're not that place for Monsters Inc., we do have many doors. So we'll continue, we'll go along this way, come over here, and come back down and meet right back at the door. So let's start. So here we have one of the many doors. It functions in the both closed and open modes. So I have some posters on here, mostly Ninjago. We do have a poster from the movie The Shining, which is quite cool. Here I have some stickers. This room previously was my little brother and sister's room. We swapped rooms. So there's a lot of things I put the stickers to hide they had minion stickers on the door, so it's just more simple. Ring video doorbell because of course, and yes, it is the German version of the sticker. Right there. So we open this door, we will find great many things. So this cupboard mostly contains, we have this box of my loose parts, some more set parts. These are all sets that I have, you can maybe recognise some. We've got the 2016 Droid Escape Pod, the 2018 Sandcrawler, a bunch of advent calendar builds, and just got a bunch of miscellaneous things. We've got the packaging for the Controver minifigure pack, which took me nearly 8 months to find. Coming down here, I have a lot of boxes, and this part I love because it's boxes throughout the years. We've got 2012, 2009, 2007, 2011, 2009. And, 2012 has my favourite year for box art, being I'm trying to find a box so I can show it. The Darth Maul logo in the top right corner is just badass. We've got more boxes, just more of that kind of stuff in here. Come on here, we have more many doors. This one has a security hook, so in case I need to, I don't know, Romans or something, I don't know. Ta-da! We can also open this door, which brings you into a closet. Typical closet kind of stuff. Try to get in here, because I put stuff there. Basically, it's mostly just where I keep clothing. I do keep a few Lego boxes in here, as you can see, but nothing too special. Come on here, we have a suitcase which is predominantly here. A friend of mine is staying right now, Terra Killer T1, go look up his channel. Another channel you should shout out is David's Lego Hut, because when you're incapable of out-pizzing the hut, look at David's Lego Hut. He did not ask me to come up with that rhyme, I just did on the spot. Here we have drawers. These drawers are constantly full just with things that are kind of private, paperwork, all that stuff, so don't ever go in those, at least not on camera. Here we have my bed. It does many things. I really don't know what it does. It just does things. Sleeping, I guess. That's probably the whole point of it. Really comfortable bed. It's kind of it's a double bed, but it's a small double. Had this bed for 4 years. Really very comfortable. It's a bit low at the ground. I'm not going to show underneath, but underneath is where I predominantly keep a lot of Lego boxes for bigger sets. Sandcrawler, the Millennium Falcon. There's a few under here, although that will be changing soon because I plan to completely redo some of my storage systems. We come up above my polo shelf, we get to the first Lego shelf. We also have hat. And we have a bunch of Clone Wars sets, retro ones. So we got the 2009 AAT, 2 of the 2009 Corporate Alliance tank droids, the 2011 Proton Cannon droid, and the 2009 Pirate tank. We have a poster for this game, Final Fantasy. Over here we have a poster of the Mandalorian. I'm trying to remember what I've recently added and what I've not, but I do know for a fact that this is a new addition to the room. See, I'm able to name something and not name others. That's a really cool poster. You do get quite a bit of glare as I'm trying to show it now, but it is one of my favourite posters. On the side of the poster we have yet more posters. We've got a 501st Trooper poster, we've got some retro posters from the back of instruction booklets from like the late 2000s. I'm standing on my bed, come up here. We have my entire kind of Hoth display. See, this is one of those things that just, it looks better if you kind of try to keep it all together. We've got more post-door speeders. It's just a whole bunch of Hoth sets that go back to 2007. We've got a couple from the 2009 era. And then we've got, of course, some modern ones like the 2019 20th anniversary snow speeder. I've got some stuff from those recent sets. Pretty cool. We got a poster from 2006 showing off most of the 2006 wave hikes, like the Star Destroyer, the A-Wing. And starting with my big shelf, this is my favourite display here. This is just the best. So let's get started. Before we begin with the sets, you can see more posters for Lego Star Wars. Got a couple GTA posters as well. So the biggest set that is in my collection, and probably one of the biggest sets I will ever own, is the 10188 Death Star. In the last year, I've started working, so I'm able to afford a lot more sets than usual, which I think has been quite obvious so far in this video. It's a really cool set. It's the only part of my room that I can really keep this in that would make any sort of sense. So it just stays there. We've got some more Imperial stuff, all up here, which is quite good. I do really like that probe droid. It's the only set I own that has a plaque. A couple of those Hoth speeders right there. Just kind of really cool. Got Vader's tie from the Death Star. If we move down here, we have one of many Republic shelves, or well, 2 rather. So we got one of my other sets I bought this year that were big ones. I got the 2013 Republic gunship. Fun storage. I got that for like just over £100 basically because one side of it had been yellowed by the sun. What did I do? Paid £5 on Bricklink to replace all those parts, made it go right up to its correct value. We got a couple of those clone minifigure command stations from that minifigure pack. The 2009 OG Clone Walker Battle Pack. Got a mini turbo tank up the back in there. Right over here we've got the 2017 Republic Fighter tank followed by the brand new 2022 Republic Fighter tank. We've got a mini Venator from the 2016 Advent Calendar and the 2009 Republic Attack Shuttle. Obviously, if you followed the channel for a while, you know I like Clone Army building. And you'll get a glimpse of my Clone Army during this room tour, because I do actually keep the minifigures out on display. Moving here, we have a bit more of a random shelf, but it's one of my favourite shelves. It has a couple of my favourite sets right now. So, starting here, we've got the 2021 Mandalorian Starfighter. It is cool, but hopefully for next year's, I wouldn't mind having the 2012 version. Speaking of 2012, a thing that I can't believe has been gone for nearly 10 years, and it's quite a cool concept. The planet sets. So, yeah, these are quite cool. This is Naboo. It's the only one I've got so far. Again, really cool January 2012 set. We also have the Naboo Starfighter that goes with it. Coming along over here, we have the 2019 20th Anniversary Slave 1. Really cool set. The 2012 Droid Escape Pod, followed by 2 of these speeder bikes. This one being from Trouble on Tatooine from last year. This one being from the 2012 Droid Escape Pod. Most of my favourite sets are from the 2012, kind of 2013 era. And here we have one of my favourite sets, which has gone up in value a lot recently, is the 2012 9516 Jabba's Palace. Moving down here, we have the Second Republic shelf. We've got 2 of these Republic speeder bikes right here. We've got Anakin's Jedi Starfighter from 2008, Yoda's Jedi Starfighter from 2017, 2020 Anakin's Jedi Starfighter, and we've got the 2016 Obi-Wan Jedi Starfighter. Lego, you need to release these 2 at the same goddamn time. So another section that has been added to greatly is the Rebellion. So it's never an army that I've actively tried to build, but I'm starting to get a bit more sets for it. So we come here, we have the 10th anniversary set, the Home 1 Mon Calamari Star Cruiser from 2009. Really cool set. It's a fun concept. It's not the spaceship itself, it's the inner workings and inner gut of a spaceship, which is quite cool. You know, it's got this whole crane system that can move engines. You get a nice little A-wing inside. It's one of my favourite sets on display. I typically won't display it with minifigures, but it's one of those sets that does look good with the minifigures. It's in here, especially if you have lots of Rebel pilots. Moving over here, we have the 2006 X-Wing Starfighter, followed by two of the speeders from the 2008 Rebel Trooper Battle Pack. Really cool. Again, want to add something like a Tantive 4 or something like that would be quite cool to add. Who knows? Right, so this bottom shelf down here is a bit of a different story. See, I have that much Lego Star Wars sets, and again, not all of them are out, to the point where it's like, yeah, you can only display it so many ways. Again, there's so many different combinations that you can put these shelves in. You can even, like, these little holes here at the side, you can even adjust the elevation and how you want the shelves. So, here we have the 2019 Anakin's Pod Racer really cool set. We got the 2016 TIE Striker, the two of the builds from the Trouble on Tatooine. We got the 2022 Dark Trooper Attack, the 2021 Duel Mandalore, the 2010 Luke Landspeeder. Super nostalgic set. One thing I've toyed with doing is making a shelf just for the nostalgic sets, because there's a lot of them. We've got a couple of cannons. These are from like the Hoth minifigure pack. We got the Darth Vader's transformation from 2017. We got the 2020 Obi-Wan's hut. The 2020 Duel Mustafar. Just all by some small builds like the coffin from the Duel on Mandalore. So here we have some drawers. Now, in years past, in fact, basically for the last 4 years, these drawers did contain minifigures. They were organised by what movie they were from. It got to the point this year where I had that many minifigures that some of these drawers were just too overloaded and just wasn't working, so I changed the system. A couple of stickers got Yoda and K3PO there. So this drawer has some 501st speeders in it. You know, when I want to do Clone Army or Clone Relay videos, I just pull them right out. It's easier than just dismantling them. This one just has a single bark speeder in it. This one just has some minifigure plates in it. This one has a Jabba the Hutt plus some display cases. The Jabba the Hutt is something I'm currently selling. A bunch of like this kind of trading card and badges on this one. Just kind of wiring as well as my DS is what I keep in here. Oh, put that back in. This one pretty much just contains Nintendo DS games, as does this one at the bottom. These ones here don't really contain anything. Post-it notes. I'm still trying to think of use. We just got some random things that I keep here, and we got a Ninjago Dragon. So what I keep here is a bit more random, but we'll show you. So we just got some sets that didn't quite make it over there. We got a Ninjago mech, or like, you know, a micro version. We got a whole bunch of the 501st Walkers, 4 of them, and we got the 2017 Desert Skiff set. Coming down here, we have a box of random Legos, some, you know, deodorant sets, some display cases, and a hairdryer, you know, kind of standard stuff. We come along, by the way, my window is open. We just have some things. This is a background that I use for doing stuff on Instagram. We've got a box set there, a couple of cups. This cup here actually it keeps coins in it. But just some breakfast stuff that I keep there too. We've got a couple of Speed Champion sets right there, which I'm currently doing a trade with, along with some, you know, stuff that has some video notes. And this box contains all my non-Star Wars minifigures. Up here, I kind of use it like a desk. You got a remote, you got a thing I'm working on, a Clone Army thing, you got a whole bunch of books that I'm currently in the middle of sorting, but I thought it'd be interesting to just leave them there for the video. I don't know why. Basically, those drawers used to be up here, but it just made more sense to put them there. Because at the time, I was displaying the Spy movie, and I have, like, literally 2 episode 1 sets, so didn't hurt. We got Oni Toons minifigure thing, which I'll probably take down. This Yoda Chronicles thing from 2013, which is kind of cool. You know, you can move that. And a GTA 5 poster, because who doesn't want a GTA 5 poster? Come on, here is where I keep my bag, I keep my shoes, my work boots, wellies, just all that sort of thing. We've got a radiator, it radiates the room, obviously. We've got a window which can do this, which is quite interesting. Here's the view. I kind of live on a main road, so you don't see too much. And of course, we've got kind of curtains as well. Moving along here. So as we come over here, we have the entertainment unit. This is where I do things such as be entertained by things that entertain me. Damn it. But yeah, so here we have my 42-inch LG TV. This is from 2010 or 11, something like that. It's an older TV. Works really great, actually. Very, very long lasting. I do have an LED strip at the top, but you have to have the TV turned on for that to be 100% visible. If we come along here, we have my Alexa. She is currently on mute because randomly it will talk, or like I was in the kitchen earlier, and if you speak to that Alexa, this one randomly activates sometimes, so I just usually put it on mute. Like, it will pick up orders that are not for it. We have this kind of wooden pencil case, along with a glasses case. My brush that I use for dusting and cleaning Lego. Dust with Lego is a bit of a problem. I recommend just any old paintbrush. I've got this button, which I need to sort out. We've got this. This is for work. I cut up boxes, basically, you know, so that's helpful. And of course, we have my wallet. Moving over here, another bit tangled. I know this is going to upset someone's goddamn OCD, but we have my earphones along with a small glass. This kind of helmet that I have here. Put that back. Along with this Boba Fett stackable cup. I do have 4 of the cups, the rest of them are in there, but this one I just use for pens. And we got this drink I was given by a family member. Here we have the keyboard. It is a wireless keyboard for my PC. I don't use my PC a whole bunch. In fact, I've not used it in almost 2 months. You're all wondering, why would you not use your PC for nearly 2 months? I don't edit any videos on it. Yeah, I probably should. I just find the PC to be annoying. It constantly wants updates. Sometimes it crashes. It's just, it isn't the worst PC. I know people have worse, but it's just not the best in any way. Come up here, we have a poster of all the Marvel minifigures, which I actually am getting rid of. We have this nice little play model here. And this is the little tally mark. So when I did my 2022 minifigure collection video, I had 322 minifigures. I have gotten 99 minifigures this year, and that's just the Star Wars ones. That's not including like the Indiana Jones or the Kai Ninjago minifigures I've bought. Things like that. If we come down here, from the Sky TV box, just plug in the TV there. We have this. This is the box with the tripod that I'm using now. Well, I'm not using it right now, but it is up there. I like to have it up there when I show off the display, but you know, it's a very good one. It is one of the more higher end ones, but it is really good and very useful for making any type of YouTube content. Come along here, we start with the gaming itself. We've got my Xbox 360. Now, some people are going like, oh my god, why do you not have the current generation? Or just some irritating comment like that. I'm going to stop you right there. The current generation just doesn't interest me right now. I'm waiting for like the slimline version of the PS5 or the slimmer version of the Microsoft Fridge, as I'm calling it. Or the whole internet seems to call it that. Got some games here. Got some Lego games, Lego Star Wars, Clone Wars, Lego movie video game, Pirates of the Caribbean Lego game, Lego Indiana Jones, A Complete Saga, GTA 4, GTA Liberty City Stories, GTA 5. Got my controller there. Got some nice stuff on the side of the Xbox there. Mine is like, this one was manufactured in 2012. It is a Slim. And then we just got a whole bunch of games. I'm just going to go over it very slowly, see if you guys can spot any cool games they might want to look at. Down here we do have like my movie collection. Yeah, in 2022 I have a physical goddamn DVD collection. I know for a fact I'm getting roasted for this, but I genuinely don't care. There's some movies and some shows that are not on streaming services. That's my fault with it. There's some stuff you just cannot do it with, so I mean, you gotta do it somehow, right? Coming along here, we have my PS2 and very few PS4 games. See, my PS4 is currently not working. I'm working on getting that fixed. So what it was, in 2020 with the whole COVID thing, mine actually broke. So I've just not fixed it. And it's like every time I want to go do it, or remember to do it, I've either not had the cash on me, or I've been a really long waiting list and I'm just like too lazy to get it in. So I have a bunch of PlayStation 2 games, followed by the only PS4 games I have left is Star Wars Battlefront Deluxe Edition and GTA 5 are the only ones I've left. Got some box sets here like Back to the Future, just got a bunch of PS2 games. Come up here, we have one of my sealed sets is a Monster Dam truck. I was given that for my birthday back in March. I just haven't built it yet. I don't think I'm keeping it as an investment. I'm too lazy to build it. We've got 2 PS2 controllers here. my PS2, my original one from 2000. That's what year this one was made. And my Star Wars Battlefront edition. I don't know if you guys can see that. The Battlefront edition PS4 with Darth Vader on there, which is quite cool. Here we have this little minifigure display case, actually, which I've not been using, but I might start using again. It's a bit dusty. But yeah, basically the point is you put the minifigures on these little bits, and it's quite cool. I just haven't really gotten any use out of it. I don't know why. I just haven't been using it. Although that is something I definitely would like to change. Moving on to this cube here, we have the Pringle can, which I use for storage sometimes. We have my PC. Now, I'm not the biggest PC nerd. I don't know a lot about any of this stuff. It's just not something I have a major interest in. But, you know, here's what I have. There's a little plaque here on the side that basically kind of, I'll forget the focus for those of you who care. You can read it if you want. Really good. I've had it for what? A year and a half now, something like that. Moving on to this unit here. So this unit here is the same type of unit that we have here, but it's standing up. Very good unit out of IKEA, £40 each, although keep in mind I bought my original one, which is the one lying down, in 2017, and I bought this one in 2019, so I was like, I'm going to guess with the recent inflation, it would cost you a lot more than that if you wanted to buy either of these right now. So let's start up top. So we begin up here, which is where I normally record things. Now, I was going to record using this, but I thought it'd be more interesting is to leave it where it normally is, because this is where I normally record videos. So as you can see, we're set up for a Figure Friday episode. Not that will be the next video. In fact, the way it's looking, your next video won't even be a review. I've actually got another type of video which we will talk about towards the end of this. But we have this is C-3PO from 2012 from the Droid Escape, who's also in the Ewok Village, for those who care. Basically, he's the next one I plan to do an episode of Figure Friday on, which is quite cool. I just use my wallpaper as my background, because, I don't know, it's kind of unique looking. Like, most YouTubers have a background. I use my wallpaper, but it's like, the ones that do just use the wall is kind of bland. So, I mean, I've just kind of incorporated it into the channel, so it's quite good. Again, this is that tripod from that box you guys seen down there. Quite decent tripod. I've had it since December, so it's definitely lasting quite a while. If we come down here into the first cube, we have one of my favourite sets. Now, it's not the best LEGO Star Wars set. It's not even the most well-known. It's not even a well-beloved set. In fact, it's a set that gets some hate it doesn't deserve. It is the 7680, the Twilight from 2008. Really cool set. One of my favourite sets. I don't know what it is about this set. I just really like it. Plus, it's one of those ones, if you were to make a mock of, I don't know, like a spaceport or whatever, whereas the Millennium Falcon would stand out as being the Millennium Falcon, you could use this as a background kind of cargo ship or whatever. So it kind of has that part about it that I really do like. Moving on to the next cube is the 2015 Force Awakens Millennium Falcon. Now, you might not see this in the next room tour, actually. See, as much as I like this set, it is one of the one, again, it's 2015, so it's got all the opening panels and stuff. I'm not a fan of the sequels. I was given this for Christmas 2016 because I really wanted the Millennium Falcon. But back then, I didn't have a job, and back then, the 2011 Falcon was worth stupid money, so I could never afford it. But now, in the last sort of year or two, the one from 2011 has become a hell of a lot more affordable. So I think I might end up buying that, and I'm probably just going to end up selling this, because I don't need two Falcons, especially if one of them is from the sequels. I'm not hating on anyone who loves the sequels, but personally, as far as movies go, they're not for me. Here we have just like mirror, deodorant, and just kind of air stuff, because there's no one on my channel. I do have one here. Not that that's important. Here we have my most recent kind of setup. So this set was originally all the way over there, but we've changed its location actually. So I thought it'd be more interesting to come up with something that was both, you know, not Lego, but also Lego. So we've got some Bicker Brick cups at the back behind there, but we have this giant R2-D2. So I went to Comic-Con this year. I think I've shown this before on the channel. And basically, on the second day, I bought a whole bunch of Lego stuff that I was not needing. You know, it was just kind of all CMF minifigure spares and Super Mario figures, that kind of thing. And basically, I wanted to trade it up, and eventually I traded it up to get this R2-D2. He does do things like talking and that. I'm not really going to, you know, pull him out to do that. We also got a Anakin's lightsaber hilt here, followed by the 2022. It's one of my favourite sets. Dagobah Jedi Training, as Lego calls it, but in reality it is, you know, it's basically just Yoda's hut or Yoda's swap. Really cool set, looks really good on display. really do love this set. If you come down here, we have my new minifigure storage system. So I hinted earlier in the video that we don't quite use those drawers anymore, and we've come up for a replacement. So the thing on top, by the way, is my book. It's like my log for minifigures. So when I try to buy minifigures, I always go here to see what ones I do and don't want, which is quite cool. I'm just going to put that down on the floor there. This box contains all of my LEGO Star Wars minifigures, or almost all of them. So as you can see, I'm trying to get this lid up. So in here, push that lid back, you can kind of see all my LEGO Star Wars minifigures. The other day, I did decide I wanted to bag them up, you know, by year. So I kind of did start, we got 2012 here. I don't know if I'm going to stick with the system, but the bag for some reason says Lego City on it, just didn't know that. But yeah, I don't know. You can see some minifigures in there. I don't know if you guys can try and spot any cool ones. I don't know any ones you guys might own. Like all the themes in here, there's like one Speed Champions minifigure, there's Indiana Jones, there's Ninjago, there's Star Wars. Like these are all ones that I plan to keep a hold of and keep collecting. But yeah, I thought I'd just show you guys inside of that. There's some Star Wars stickers on it because why wouldn't I? It's, you know, it's the same deal with this, but they began to peel on this, unfortunately. Now, in those boxes, one of them has minifigure display cases, right? But this is where I've been keeping my Clone Army the last week or so. Basically, the Clone Army is out because we're filming this on the 30th of July. I'll be uploading on the 30th of July. But in a couple of days, I will be able to get my hands on the new 12 Troopers. I'm actually going to get into a video I'm making on the subject. But this is my Clone Army. You guys are seeing it for the first time since May 4th. In that video, I had 63 clones. Now it's up to 80. So it's been up to another 17 Troopers. And I plan to keep going. But it's a small preview of the army. I'm not going to go into these because they're a bit of a mess right now. This is all your kind of cables and stuff. This one is just Lego instructions. That's what I keep in these. Let's move on. Up atop my bed here, we have this t-shirt that you may have noticed. This is basically the t-shirt, right, that I got when I graduated high school in summer of last year. It's been up there for a year. It's just got names and that because it's, I don't know, it's just what you do. So, yeah. Also, I recently got a new light installed in here. Or I installed a new light because my bulb went. It was never really that bright. Let me show you the result of putting that on. Alright, room's in complete darkness, right? Let's do it. Look at the brightness you get in here. I mean, it has really improved 100%. Yeah, the other bulb was just dull. Like, I get, it's like different types of bulbs, but the bulb blew a couple of weeks ago. And also the t-shirt hides it on this side, but it's one of the better things I've had put in here, so yeah, works really well. But yeah, we're right back where we started. And well, there you have it. There's my room tour for 2022. Well, I enjoyed making it. It's one of those things that you only get to do so many times. Well, I only do it once a year. I think it would be odd to do this twice a year, to be honest. But, you know, it does look really cool. I do like showing off my shelves. Obviously, you sometimes see this in the monthly updates, which I don't think I've done since, like, what, April? Yeah, I need to get back on top of those, but it's really cool. I mean, you can see that my LEGO collection has grown. Obviously, the full collection is not out, and I've recently sold a couple sets as well. It's really just about space, and obviously this whole thing will change. There will be pictures on the Instagram page, obviously Captain's Production 72, on Instagram. Basically, there will be pictures of this, because when I get the ATTE, I'm going to have to figure out a whole new system. Probably for just the Republic, the rest of it will stay the same. Like, I really do like this shelf here, but no, it was fun to show off my room, as it always is. And this year, we've kind of hit a goal, or we're almost at a goal. See, my goal is hopefully by the next room tour, which is about a year away, obviously, to be at least 1,000 subscribers. I'm currently sitting at 869 subscribers. And that's been going up a bit more recently than it has in a while. I did go through a bit of a patch of not really gaining much in as far as subscribers go, but it's definitely been going up a lot more than it has previously. But yeah, definitely what's coming for the channel. Well, we've got a special video coming out hopefully on Tuesday or maybe Wednesday. I'm going to the LEGO store day one, getting up early to go, and basically get the new ATTE. Due to things like budget and that, it's the only set, again it's a £120 set, it will be the only set I buy that day. unless I magically get more money. That's really just about it. See, well, I want to make it interesting. I want to make it a spoof of a vlog, if that makes, like, make it kind of silly on purpose, but at the same time entertaining. And it'll be one of those videos where you can actually see me in it, which doesn't happen all that goddamn often anymore, to be honest. So, like, I originally showed my face in the 2020 room tour vlog, which is also when I hit 500 subscribers. Within the space of 2 years, we went up 369 subscribers, basically. That's not too bad. Again, my channel has went through, this year has been really good in terms of content. I don't think I've missed all that. I've not uploaded a crazy amount. Things like Figure Friday, of course, have not happened as scheduled. And then there's, you know, an occasional time I wasn't able to do a review. But I think I've been quite consistent with the content for the most part this year. And obviously last year was things like gaps and stuff in content. But, you know, it's been very steady. Obviously you won't get another one of these till, you know, July 2023. What do I have to plan by then? Obviously more Lego sets. There's no other answer. And other serious answers, I don't really know. I can't rearrange my room. I feel like my room isn't the perfect and really the only orientation you can have it in. Especially with the shelves and all these units here, you can only really do so much for it. So, I mean, you have to keep that in mind. Anyway, listen, I know this has been a really long video. I completely understand that. But, you know, I just thought I'm just going to take you around because I don't know when the last time I'll show any of this. It's like, because I don't think I'm going to do a monthly update for August. At least I don't plan to do one for August. I mean, I might end up doing one, but we just do not know yet. But anyway, thank you very much for watching this very long video. You probably fell asleep in front of this. I don't know, just brutal honesty with myself there. But yeah, thank you very much for watching the crazy / weird kind of Lego vlog style video that we're doing, which will be a bit odd. Will be coming out either Tuesday or Wednesday. It just depends which day I decide to bring it out. But hopefully Tuesday. At least this week we got a Friday video. It wasn't Figure Friday, but we still got one out. Hopefully next Friday. See you guys very soon. Thanks for watching.